These type of heifers should not be allowed to reproduce. Stop giving them children so they can mess them up and then put messed up children into this world.
I say this with full love for men, but the reality is that men are draining by default. That the default assumption that you need to make for a man in your life is that he is not the source. In fact, he is draining. He is draining by default. He is going to drain your time, your energy, your compassion, and your love. He is going to drain your beauty and your youth and all the resources that you have. Men are draining by default. Even the best men I know are tremendous amounts of labor and tremendous amounts of risk.
What's so funny is that this is the same thing men say about women. You're talking about how men are drained on women. Think about how much women drain men. Like, there's a whole community of men talking about how they've been just put to wit's end because of the women that they deal with. So what exactly is this? Like, this whole commentary that she's giving right now is it's stupid. If you're around somebody that's not reciprocating, then yes, that's going to be a draining situation. But that has nothing to do with whether or not somebody is a man or a woman. Men and women alike can be draining. They can be leeches onto whoever it is that they're around. And if you ask a lot of men, they will tell you that the women in their life are leeches. Okay, they're the ones draining their resources, taking their money, expecting them to pay for everything while they give very little. This is not a gendered thing. Leeches come in all shapes, sizes, and sexes. So what are we talking about here? And usually it's the ones that talk like this, oh, they're so draining, are the people that give very little in a relationship, right? They believe that they should be taking at all times and they give very little. They're very selfish individuals. They think to themselves, well, why should I do this for a man? Why should I do that for a man? While they're expecting the man to be God and do everything. Until women get a clue, this whole issue is just going to continue to get worse and worse and worse. And we're going to continue to have less births. Okay. Society will continue to deteriorate. And when it gets worse to the point where you literally cannot survive without somebody else, and we talked about this on Don't Add Us, it's going to get to a point where you have to have a mate. And the men are going to be sitting back being like, I don't want these hoes. I ain't interested in these bitches. They not going to want us. Women, we need to tread lightly. And usually the ones that speak like this are the biggest leeches. Okay. You ask them to do the smallest thing and they think you're asking them to move mountains. And then that's why they get on here and say stupid stuff like, oh, men are so draining by default. They want so much. Whole time, all he did was ask her to clean the house before he get home. Oh my God, so draining. Oh my God.
Just having a man in your life is going to bring you more labor. It's going to be your domestic labor, your emotional labor, your spiritual labor, because as women, we are the source, which means that we are giving by default. Women bring value to men by default, by all that we pour into them naturally, that we give to their well-being, to the beauty, to the joy, to their every single aspect of their experience in life. A woman by default, just your average run-of-the-mill woman, not even trying that hard, maybe not even that invested. By default, the default setting of woman is to bring value. Just you hugging a man, just you paying attention and listening to a man, just you caring for a man, let alone all the things that I'm sure you probably are so thoughtful and so considerate and so generous and so giving and spend so much time coaching him and counseling him and loving him and lifting him up. All these things by default without even trying, we do. Not to mention you're going to be making his health better, his house better. You're going to be introducing him to your friends. You're going to be giving him fun, amazing things to be doing on the holidays. You might be giving him children so he's not alone in his old age. You're going to be amplifying his status in the eyes of his coworkers, his colleagues, other women. He is touch-starved. He is lonely. No one is paying attention to him except you.
Oh, women, they do so much. They do all this. You know what else women do? Take everything from men, leave them with nothing. Okay. They build nothing and then take half. That's what a lot of women do. A lot of women just destroy men. Okay. The succubus girl. I never could get with somebody who just glazes everything about one particular thing, especially something you can't control. Can't control being a woman. You can't control being a man. They will sit over here and glaze you. Oh my God, you just do everything. everything. Even the most average woman is just so great. Oh my God. Like, this is pandering, right? Like, she's pandering to other broads and not telling them the truth, not being honest about it. Oh, the sun just shines out of your asshole. Like, no, it doesn't. And while there are a lot of wonderful things that women do bring to the table or are capable of bringing to the table, a lot of women aren't. Let's be honest. A lot of women are not. A lot of women are selfish, rude, don't even want to do the basic bare minimum of what it is to be in a relationship. If you're not even putting an effort into these relationships, you have no room to speak on, oh my God, you're so great and you're so giving by default. There are a lot of women that don't give. A lot of selfish broads that don't give. They're not willing to do anything for their partner. They're like, well, he can make his own sandwich. He can clean his own this. He can do this himself. I don't need to do anything for him. But then they want the man to be so willing to go above and beyond for them. But they won't even do basic things for that man. Like, it's so weird to me and I don't understand it. Me personally, like when I care about somebody, I want to do things for them. I do things for Justin all the time. Just like he does things for me all the time. That's what a relationship is. It's give and it's take. It's give and it's take. You work together for a common goal. These bros don't have any kind of concept of that all together. Like, they just don't. So to get on here and glaze women like this, knowing good and well we have problems, knowing good and well there are a lot of women who are extremely selfish and don't put in the work, don't give, aren't loving, are very cold, and actually quite abusive. I don't understand this. It's like people get deaf, dumb, and blind. That's why, identity politics is so stupid, because this is what she's doing. She's doing identity politics, but with women. You're not being honest. You're not being honest here. This is just pandering to lonely broads to make them feel better about being lonely. Oh, you don't need that man anyways. He's just gonna drain you. Like, how do you expect society to move forward if we're not coming together and creating community? This is the very reason why society is in the shitter. It just is. This type of behavior, this type of rhetoric, whether it's from a man or a woman, is going to be destructive to community, destructive to society. Don't listen to this baby bop babble. Like, let's be so for real. Just because someone says something in a very calm voice and they're very earthy about what they're saying doesn't mean they've actually said anything of value or substance.
Because you are doing these things, he has that in his life, and that is so valuable, and men are draining by default. They are going to take your time, your energy, your love, and the way that they counterbalance this is if a man starts pouring back into you by appreciating you as the source. That is how this is balanced, is a man who recognizes that you are the source and pours into you, sees you, loves you, uplifts you, appreciates you. And that is the only way that this value exchange is made right and true and honest, is by him recognizing you as the source, appreciating you for everything that you're doing, and honoring that sacred exchange. And when you are assessing a man in your life, do not close your eyes to this value exchange and really assess reality.
Okay, and make sure you're assessing whether or not you're actually giving in the relationship. Assess that as well. Don't just think that you're so perfect and you're doing everything when you've done barely anything at all. Be honest with yourself. And see, that's the problem. Everyone wants to think that they're doing everything. Oh my God, I'm so great. But honestly, if you calculate exactly what they've done for the relationship, for their partner, it's jack shit. So yeah, I don't take these type of broads seriously. Let these hoes die along with their dog. Don't give them any children, okay? Men, I'm gonna talk to y'all. Men, stop impregnating broads that are like this. Value your seed. These type of heifers should not be allowed to reproduce. Stop giving them children so they can mess them up and then put messed up children into this world that won't know how to function and won't come from a stable background. Stop impregnating these broads. Keep your semen to yourself. And then when you find a lady that's worth a damn, then procreate. Stop procreating with these heifers. Because the more you give them children, the more they're going to get out here and try to convince other women to behave the same way that they're behaving. But once they start having those real consequences, being alone, dying alone, the world will get some acts right. But y'all, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Hype the video, okay? I have that function now. So hype the video, leave a comment, interact with it. You know how the algorithm is, and I will see y'all with the next one. Deuces.